I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best power forward cards in NBA 2K23 My Team. Let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite power forwards to run right now in my team, and let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be Diamond Thurl Bailey. I still think he's a really good power forward. He's 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, his stats aren't going to be anything too crazy, but he does have a pretty good jump shot. Having this Romeo length for a base, it's honestly one of the best bases in my team right now. Super easy to green, also on guys like Shawn Kemp, Rex Chapman, Mike Miller. So a pretty decent jump shot. And then at the power forward spot, he's going to be good at going to the basket as well. 90 driving dunk, 80 vertical. All around, he's got a great play model in game, really good wingspan, and he does have Hall of Fame claim breaker and quick first step as well. So Thurl Bailey plays really nice in game, and overall the 10th best power forward. And then coming in at my number 9 spot is going to be a really underrated power forward, and that is going to be the Galaxy George Myteam. He is 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan, and his stats are very nice, very good, well-rounded, I should say. He's got an 83 3 ball, 90 mid-range, 85 speed, 85 acceleration. He's super good athletically wise, 91 vertical, 96 strength. He's going to be a pretty solid defender as well. 94 interior defense, 84 block, 83 perimeter, 83 lateral quickness, and then a 77 steal. He's going to be super good at finishing around the basket as well, having a 90 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk. He's really nice to have at the power forward spot. And then he's got a Hall of Fame rise up, which is one of the best finishing badges in the game right now, and all around is one of the best offensive badges because it's going to get you a lot of standing dunk animations, and that's a great way to score the ball this year, is going to be standing dunks. And that's why it's really nice that George Myteam does have a 95 standing dunk, and all around just going to be a very solid power forward in my opinion, and the 9th best in the game. And then coming in at the number 8 spot might seem a little bit low, but there's honestly been some amazing small forwards added into my team recently, but it's going to be Galaxy Bam Adebayo. He's a center power forward, 6'9" with a 7'2" wingspan. I mean, he's still a good power forward. I wouldn't say he's bad, even though he's at the number 8 spot. He's obviously a Galaxy Opal, so going to be really good stats and badges wise. He's a great defender, 91 interior defense, 88 block, 87 steal, 88 lateral quickness with an 88 perimeter. Also pretty fast as well, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, right? So he's gonna be good athletically wise. He's got a 90 standing dunk, which is obviously really nice to have. And then animations wise, he does have a very solid jump shot. I wouldn't say it's a good release, but it's definitely not a bad jump shot for the power forward position. So I'd say overall Bam Adebayo going to be the 8th best power forward. And then coming in, I'm at number 7 spot. This was really a tough one to debate between Dwight Howard and Bam. For me though, I feel like Dwight is just a little bit better at the power forward spot. Nice voice crack, Evan, because he's got a 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, and he does have, you know, some more height at the power forward spot. He's got a great player model, a super wide player model in game, so he's a little bit taller, got a better wingspan and player model than a guy like Bam. And then stats wise, he's going to be probably a better defender as well. 95 interior defense, 95 block, 82 steal, 85 lateral quickness, and an 84 perimeter. Like, Bam's a really solid defender as well, and probably has more Hall of Fame defensive badges, but Dwight's got honestly way better underneath the basket. He's gonna be dunking on everybody. Speed wise, athletically, I would give that to Dwight as well. And then jump shot wise, he does have a 91 3-ball Hall of Fame catch corner specialist, and release wise, I think he might have a better jump shot than a guy like Bam. It's definitely debatable of which jump shot you prefer more, but I think Dwight Howard for me just gonna be a little bit better at the power forward position. And then coming in at my number 6 spot, almost making into the top 5, is going to be Galaxy Shawn Kemp. I think he's a really fun point guard. I think he's a really fun power forward to use. He's 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan, and he is going to be super nice on the offensive end. He's got an 89 3-ball, 95 mid-range. Like I said earlier, talking about Thurl Bailey, he's got that Romeo length for base, so a really good base in my team this year. Super easy to green. And then if you look at the rest of his stats, like, he's got 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's going to be dunking the ball like crazy, having a 98 driving dunk, 98 standing dunk, and some amazing Hall of Fame finishing badges. For me though, the only flaw with the Shawn Kemp card is probably going to be his defensive stats and badges. It would have been nice if he could have got, you know, challenger and glove. Even though he's a power forward, it still would have been nice if he could, you know, play a little bit better defense on the perimeter. And stats wise, his defense is okay, but I wouldn't say he's by any means a great defender. Just going to be very solid, and he's 6'10", so I wouldn't say undersized for the power forward spot, but it's not like he's like super tall, like 6'11" or 7 foot. But overall, Shawn Kemp going to be one of the best power forwards in my team. And then guys, halfway into my list here at the number 5 spot is going to be Dark Matter Tim Duncan. He's obviously a trophy case card. He's a Dark Matter, so 20 Hall of Fame badges, and his stats are going to be super nice as well. He's 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. I mean, besides the 79 3-ball, his stats are absolutely amazing. Like, take a look at these defensive stats: 98 block, 98 interior defense, 86 86 steal, 87 perimeter. He's also pretty fast as well, 84 speed, 84 acceleration, while also having a 92 vertical and a 96 strength as well. Jump shot wise, I'm not really the biggest fan of his release, but it's still definitely a very solid jump shot. You can definitely knock down threes at a pretty high level, but overall, Tim Duncan gonna give you some amazing defense. Like, look at these Hall of Fame defensive badges: Hall of Fame anchor, box beast, brick wall, clamps, interceptor, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, and workhorse as well. So the card plays great defense. He does everything at a very high level. This card isn't really gonna stand out too much on the court when you use him at the power forward or the center position. Like, he's not gonna really stand out and do some crazy stuff. He's just going to be a very solid card that kind of fits his role and does his job and his role at a very high level. And then, guys, I'm at number 4 spot. I think it's a close debate between Anthony Davis and Tim Duncan, but for me, I think at the power forward position, AD is just a little bit better because he's a lot more mobile. I think Tim Duncan is very, kind of stiff at the power forward position. He can't really move that well, where a guy like AD has the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner, so his movement's going to be a lot better, and he overall probably like a little bit faster, a little bit better with the ball in his hands as well. So for me, AD fits the power forward position just a little bit better than Tim Duncan, but obviously going to be very close in skill level. AD is a great all-around card. My only flaw with the card that hopefully gets updated in the future, maybe with an Evo or just an update to the trophy case cards, that AD does get his jump shot and quick timing, because right now his release, I wouldn't say is terrible or super slow, but it's definitely not a good jump shot by no means. Like, it is not a good release. It's definitely okay though, but it is nice that he has the MJ dribble style, and all around going to be a great defender and a great power forward as well. And then, guys, breaking into my top 3 is going to be Pink Diamond Giannis. I mean, he used to be the best power forward in the game for a while, but we'll talk about the next 2 power forwards who I think are a little bit better than Giannis. He's still really good power forward though, 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan. It's Giannis in my team. He's got some of the craziest defensive animations on the offensive end and the defensive end as well. Super good at going to the basket, 95 driving dunk. I mean, he plays like roll Giannis in the sense where he's unstoppable going to the rim, and he's going to be a great help defender, great on-ball defender, and can do everything on the court at a very high level, except for obviously shoot threes. But he's got a 75 3 ball and an 84 mid-range, and this year Giannis's jump shot, even though he does step in from the corner on threes, he can actually knock down threes at a very high level. Like, if you're consistently if you know his jump shot, you can knock down threes very consistently. And then he also does have the MJ dribble style, one of the best dribble styles in my team, and he does have the normal leaner as well. So the card can actually move a lot for your power forward, and is going to be super mobile. So if you guys kind of like, more of a forward type at your power forward position, not really like a Tim Duncan, I think Giannis is going to be a lot better. And then breaking into my top 2 is going to be Galaxy Football Dolph Schayes. Now, I think you could argue that Dolph Schayes is the best power forward in the game, but obviously we'll talk about who's on my number 1 spot. Dolph, though, is going to be a great power forward. Yes, he's only 6'8", and he does have a 7'1" wingspan, but his defensive stats are good enough. He's a great rebounder, and he has some really good Hall of Fame and gold defensive badges, but what he might lack on the defensive end, he 100% makes up for it on the offensive end. He does have a 93 ball, 93 mid-range, and he's got one of the best jump shots for a power forward in my team right now. He's got that Kyle Kuzma base, which is super easy to green, and it's a pretty fast jump shot as well. And then at the power forward position, he's got the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. So I mean, one of the best offensive power forwards in my team. And this next power forward, guys, I think is easily the best power forward in my team, and that is going to be Galaxy Football Nedelecki. I do think he's the best power forward, and I really don't think it's much of a debate in my opinion. He's a 6'9" power forward with a 7' wingspan. He is basically just Dolph Schayes with a lot better defense. I mean, take a look at these defensive stats: 94 block, 94 interior defense, 80 perimeter, 87 steal with an 83 lateral quickness. And then you take a look at the Hall of Fame badges for defense. He's got pretty much the same amount as Tim Duncan: Hall of Fame anchor, box beast, brick wall, chase on artist, menace, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, workhorse. Like, this card is an amazing defender. And then just like Dolph Schayes, he's got one of the best jump shots in my team right now for power forward. He's got this O-shaper set base, which is really nice, and one of the best bases in my team right now on quick timing, so a super fast jump shot. And then he also does have the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. So I mean, these flash forward power forwards overall, I mean, just any flash forward card is really OP because their jump shots are on quick timing. They got some of the best jump shots in the game, and they also do have some of the best dribble sigs as well. So in my opinion, guys, that's going to be my top 10 power forward list. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you guys think about it, and let me know what you guys would change as well. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.